Cozy. 86. That's rookie numbers for Cali. You did join a few months ago. Can you do follow age, folk? Do follow age a moment?
Ow.
Because when some people are so, what's the word, interactive, so, like, there and present, it seems like they've been there for a very long time. Only 6 months. So it feels like you've been here for, like, 2 years or so. What? What, David? All right, fine, all right, all right. 1 year, 7 months. Vi, we go way back, eh? We go way back. What is, do you have the same thing in yours? 1 year, 5 months. Oh, you followed me 2 months before I followed you. Damn, what's that about? Rookie numbers. We do have some insane numbers in this chat, I'll tell you that. Some insane milestones. Oh. Very big numbers going on. Epic, welcome in.
Ow.
Cloud chasing, of course, of course, of course. I don't know how... Were we just in a mutual person stream and then I just followed from that or something? Is that probably what it was? I assume so. Because how did we... Had to have been through that way. I don't think you were just on the recommended out of nowhere. Absolutely not. Go back from voting. Hope it went well. It's local, so it's basically voting for bin men and such like that. That moot, not anymore.
Ow.
Oh, you know who it is? I don't. Hello, folk. We're not on that platform today, folk. What are you doing? Get back here. Longest follow. Yes, Potato, you are definitely longest follow. Yes. No. No. Bang, I'd be very surprised if you didn't F-word bang anymore. It's not just local. Oh, yeah, true, because Scotland and Wales are doing proper, you know. I see. Yes, yes. For them, it's proper stuff. For us, it's just council stuff, you know. Remind me? Well, if you're not sleeping, which you should be, type it in the DM and I'll read it later. Go for that. We have to do one report, though. Because it was redeemed, so. Right on time. Giz, give me another 5. Giz. What are you doing, Giz? I can put a ×2 on your post-it now. Thank you, man. The point thing and the numbers that go up, by the way, it's tailored in favor of donations, not subs. Even though we have the sub thing and the discount thing going on, you get less for subs. Because, you know, I've got to wait an entire month to get those. Are you kidding me? What the frick? Yes, ×2. And then if you do it again, I'll have to cross that out and do ×3. I might do a tally. How about that? Tally for yours. Gez ×2. Very nice. Jojo! Big fan. Multiple sticky notes. I mean, I have enough left, so... How's it work? It's scuffed. It's just, you know, if you want to support, you can. You don't have to. We're just going to be doing normal chill stuff. It is said, big fan. Location. This is the Brussels intersection. Soon to be changed. You're watching, like, you know, something that's going to fade away from history soon. It's going to disappear soon. Should have signed it. I should have, hey? If I did that whole thing where you can auction off, like, a signed piece of merch. I'm not that influential to do that. No, I would be very egotistical if I were to do that. 2 to 3? Yeah, you could. It would look a bit weird, though. Adding an extra bit on the bottom of it. Okay, I'm glad you do. Your photo didn't really show it much, but again, there's like a tiled repeating pattern of very low opacity of the name behind the logo, and if it's not really shown very well, it means it wasn't really printed very well. On a previous mousepad, I think, because Garnicus has one, another older member of the community, I had to up the opacity of it specifically so that people would actually see it. Nice. Good job, good job. Oh, we can't remind me. I don't know. Hello, Turtle. Then it ends there. Nice. Slow down before the corners. That's what they say. That's what you're supposed to do. Getting banned by me on my day, eh? Whew. Hello, nothing to say. Appreciate that. We slowed down a bit, but not much. Maybe you thought you were gonna escape the person, I suppose. in that time. Thank you for that. But no, you didn't. You didn't bake in a dime. No. Nice. In your time, I fell asleep? No, that's alright. I have done that before for some people. We're all in different time zones anyway. It doesn't matter, you know, because then some people could technically get a head start, hey? When it hits the day for them, they could whoosh it, and it would be ages ahead for me. Like Violet, you know, she's, you know, 10, 11 hours ahead. It's ridiculous. Oh, imagine this was 1 time, say. Oof. Not there now. Good. Good. It's 2 hours early. Well, yeah, but, you know. How you can report in TMP. In-game, you can right-click to get your mouse, then you click on a person, and then in your player list, there'll be a report button, or this little flag icon here, on the right. You press that, it brings up, and it, you know. It's a really scuffed name of crew or something, isn't it? My country, I am 1 hour behind you, Red. 1 hour behind what you are right now. Stop! Stop! We're just going to stay floating around that star. What colour of post-it note would you like? 1716 right now, yes. They're gone now. I didn't look at what time that report actually took place at. These are still now, though. So I guess they immediately TP'd away. That's fine. You don't mind. No, no, no. Pick one. Pick one. Need more birthdays. Yeah, I need to make up another birthday. Like the late queen that we had. She had her like official birthday was in like April,
Happy
and then
birthday, crew.
Celebratory
Not
one was in June.
The best. I think I'm coming down with a cold. Nothing like a lovely birthday stream and waiting years to Steam to downgrade to 1.58. Gotta love the wait. Have a good stream.
I understand that. Well, I hope you get well soon. People do often have colds when the weather changes quite drastically. If it suddenly gets colder, you may have it. 80 people here. Ew. Ew. Look, the bridge is empty. Look, it's dead. It's truly dead. It's just gone. It's dead. What are the colours? Green, yellow, cream, and pink. There's no red. I have not been on 159. No, I've seen pictures of Benelux. Pink? Hell yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with pink in the year 2026. Ain't nothing wrong with that. The multicolored hello sash. I do remember. Can't forget yours. Big fan. Can you spoil? Well, I'm not too bothered by it. Trouble is, when you've got these stacked up, the ones at the bottom of the pile aren't really that good. So, closest thing, yeah. Star. Did I do the star full thing? Star. AI. Wolf. There we are. Lovely. That looks so bad. I'm so sorry. My writing is so terrible. I appreciate that. Too many hills. On the Alps, too many hills, yes. Made your mind. Well, we'll be exploring it whenever it comes out, eh? The same with the upcoming new ATS DLC. We'll be exploring that at some point. Lots of stuff to check out. What's your favourite colour? You said green. He told me you can't pick green. It's my favourite colour. Pick something else. Well, if someone asks me what mine is, I'm not even sure, to be honest. None of the normal ones. Because if I'm picking a colour for something, I just pick whatever actually looks nice. Not immediately going to one particular colour. It depends, really. I think darker shades look nice on some things. What games have you been playing? It depends on what's on the wheel. There's a few sim games on the wheel. GTA is on the wheel. A few activities within ETS and ATS are on the wheel. You know, Gamma Gamma. A lot of them are games, my god, your speed, and some of the games I've redeemed from various keys for, but I've never played. So I may add a few more as time goes on. Gift to all followers. Yes. They added that as a feature that I suppose helps people that have so much spare money during subathons because they want money to go to other people. Yeah, so I mean, you missed your turn to begin with. You nearly cut off this person, which was dangerous. Meow. You are very lucky there. Very lucky. A pretty good luck. Oh my god. It's... Unless they're doing more again, maybe a kick. You know, he needs to actually look at like where he's going. Yeah, is he still around? He was a green and white. And you swerved to try and pass them and get away from that, didn't you? Oh dear. Speed limit is 110 on this server. No, he didn't hit. Indeed, he didn't. Now I need to go and find that guy again. The other one. This one did, though. The other one at the end of the report, yeah, when they zoomed up the ramp, that's kind of on them to sort themselves out. Not much of a major crash, but... Yeah, okay, they didn't really have anywhere to go from that. I'm not, like, fully blaming them, because, of course, the two cars were stationary. Why were the two cars stationary, though? Downgrading? You know what I should have added onto the list? More Grand Utopia. We could do more of that. I didn't add that to the list. There we are, they've just moved. Where's the green one at? Long gone by now. Too late? Well, I mean, technically there's nothing stopping me adding it now, because I haven't spun yet. I could. Not need to re-download it. Not at the moment, unless you have 1.19.3 version of the mod. That's the version you need. The one that we were using when we did it on Tuesday. Worth on? Yeah, it's just a silly name. I can't think of a good name. That's not then, that's too green. It was a different type of green. It was this one. I think. This person. Hello, Blitz. Welcome in. Don't think you have the right one. Download the right one. Download it. Go and get it. 110 kilometers an hour. Miles an hour would be insane. Would be insane. Hacking, you say? Is this in the area where you build up speed? Yes. That doesn't count. That's different. What's the command? GU. Goo. Can't play 159 yet. Not yet. Don't know when. Well, if it's not at the moment, there's a chance it'll be over the weekend, and if it's not over the weekend, it may be early or something next week. On the wheel. No, it isn't. Would you like me to add it to the wheel so on the off chance it does win? Could. I could. Bear in mind, it will only be maybe an hour of each thing. So, yeah, I can add it to the wheel. Why not? Why not? Hello, MX. How's it going? Did you cut the person off? You did, because you didn't yield. Oh no, what a surprise. Only looking to the right of where they're going? Exactly, Star, yes. Yeah, that's my plan, that's my plan. Instead of us being like, oh, you have to reach this particular goal to do it, which could give people more of an incentive. Sure. But then it would be mostly the same sorts of things, and then, you know, effort, really. It's truly more of a subathon kind of thing. I'm just here to, like, chat and chill, you know? Nothing major. Winning admin again. Admin is on there. Admin is on there, you'll see. It's like admin and then admin on the pro mod server. I think those are two options. You actually just left your trailer there. In the road, you left your trailer. You didn't dismiss it. You just left it. Wow. Would one be banned for admitting speeding on motorways when you may have hit 75? If you're going downhill and you built up a lot of speed, that's okay, because that can happen. If you were using some other tools to potentially reach that speed, then no. No, no, no. Shouldn't do that. Don't do that. Another 1 times, really? Fine. Alright, fine. Alright. This is outside the Alps? Yes. You a voice actor? Not yet. I wouldn't mind being one. Just need things to do, things to say. Just have to watch this one through, eh? See what happens. Yeah, I have the good microphone. I have the presenter microphone for that. I like to think it has decent settings on it as well. Chat overlay below your webcam. It's above. Why would it be below? It's above. Come on. Wakey wakey. Didn't even see it. Well, I mean, I don't want it to be like truly in the way. It's just there. Because it does look weird when it's not there. The timer isn't actually officially in use. It's kind of just for fun. It's kind of just a fun thing. The timer is basically relating to the stream itself. So, donos, subs, bits, things like that, memberships even, they add time. And points, even though I don't have the points thing visible. I don't know what the overall goal of points could be, because we have a dono goal, but that's just donos. What if it was for everything? Bits, I think, add the same amount as donos, because they're the full value. But I still have to wait for that, see? Bit slow, that's alright. 300 biddies! See, it added a bit of time there. No sound, though, because there was no TTS on it. Oh, cool. You're being too kind. I appreciate that. What really is this report for? Not done yet. Blocking. They're all in the rest area, though. When will? Not yet. I'm assuming maybe because this one can't get out. It's for blocking, yes. Where else were they meant to park? If they knew people would come through here, maybe they could have gone a bit further backwards to allow a bit more turning space, but, eh. Still? Yeah, they're all still here, they're all still stuck. It's because there's an invisible wall, probably, and they hit the invisible wall. Every hour we'll do that. Why is Oof gone? What do you mean, why is he gone? Where would it be? Proper Oof is for, why did they remove, hosts? Why did they do that? Is it capped? I have no idea. It will end at the end of Sunday stream regardless. Unless you do so well that we just keep the timer there and then we do another one. It's not like I'm not ending stream. It's capped in the sense where per day it's capped, yes. I'm not staying live. Hell no, I don't do that. Scandinavia, enjoy. Enjoy. No, I'm not doing that. That's why the time is just for fun, in that aspect. So we'll end in about 3 hours anyway, regardless. But you've been doing well to keep it near 3 hours. It's just imagine keeping it at 3 hours the entire time. Busy. 87 people, that's in the city itself. For Calais, that's dead. For here, that's quite a lot. Upon the update, I wonder what numbers will reach then. Because then everything will truly be up to date. Are you going to try and overtake as well? You're cutting in front of this one. Of course you are. Maybe he thinks this one's moving out of the way. They're not. Why'd you get the idea to do that, though? Why'd you do that? Then it ends seconds later, so it's a bit... It's not a major deal, hey? I mean, assuming when the traffic moves, they would have just moved from that spot, right? Is it that bad? Is it that bad? They're probably long gone by now. I don't know where... I think this was the one that got cut off. And it might be this one that merged in front. I don't know. 24 hours? No, I would not. No. Aviation is just a thing we're doing. the celebration thing. The timer is an incentive to have some fun, because people love timers, don't they? It's not a I will not end until the timer gets to 0. Does that make sense? Because I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. We're chilling. We're chilling. Never done a proper one. Probably never will. Never told me scanning is too expensive. You're paying for quality. Curve. Quality. The cheapest one does cost about 100k, so keep that in mind. The last countdown, the final countdown. Someone is going to play the final countdown before pushing the update to support the new version. Definitely going to do that. Wanted to tune it. Yeah, sure, you've got to have a lot more money for that, but luckily there's a 400,000 loan, which you can get if you want. So take that out, and then never pay it back, because it's very expensive. Hello, Moy, welcome in. Why'd they show that twice? Whoa! Whoa, whoa, what's that about? Aveco hate will not be tolerated. It's down to taste, hey, it's down to taste. I think Folk doesn't like it. Someone has it in their Discord name, they don't like it. Yeah, because clearly that's your only option. Not slowing down, you know, you were going for that. You were going for that. They were visible long before you decided to, okay, I'll merge in, you know? Sorry, but he fell through the map. He fell through the water and he fell off. He fell off. It's a bad overtake, but it's more like the collision that caused that. It's still both in this instance. Bad behavior. I think that's outside the Alps as well somewhere. A lot of people are outside there. Oh. Number 1 Evocator, that's the one, yes. That is the one. Hello MMD, big fan. How are we? Great start. Did your steering device stop working? Probably. Tip on overtaking, don't overtake. That is a great tip. I will support that tip, yes. Good piece of advice. Ow. Not allowed to accelerate. They are accelerating by going downhill, not like accelerating to intentionally block. And the person decided to overtake when the dot was already visible and the speed was already way too high. Those contexts matter more than that. Oh, look, they moved. Good, good. You finally made it. How far did you get? Don't know where they would have gone now. There they are. Is that them? Probably. Might be first time playing, who knows? 2-1. What's in that report? Eh? 2-1 is there. What's happening in that one? Yeah, most of the time when they try and overtake, they time it really badly and they don't have a backup plan. So they end up being in a bit of a problem. For some of them, where the option would have been to slow down and merge back in, there's also usually another person there. So they have no other place to go. See, they're gone. Like, yeah, the problem is a thing, it's annoying, but if you're not there now, then clearly the problem has been sorted out, right? Clearly, they sorted it out. How did they go? Are these cones solid or are they not? Because what on earth are you all doing? I thought those cones were, some of them were solid. They just changed lanes randomly because they don't know where they're going. Good job. They're all solid. Interesting. It is bugs. But true, that's still on the CD. Calais Duisburg. And yes, of course, there is a new blog post that went out. It links to my video. Hey, hey. Very nice. It's a cool thing to have. Hello, Roland. Appreciate that. Big fan, big fan. in my views. Maybe a few, yeah. Private car company. Now, that is a good question. I don't have one. I don't know. I'm not insanely interested to have thought about it. There are several that look pretty good, but I don't know. Mehmet, what is in that report? What happens in that report? Will I miss it? A little bit. A little bit. It was a content magnet. The road, you know. Saab, yeah, but it depends on the model. See? This one is where they decided to change lane after wobbling a bit. Does Saab even, like, exist and make cars still? Is that why you haven't seen them? That would make sense. I think they realized they were drifting over and going in the wrong lane, and then they went back, but they didn't see that someone was behind them. Because they don't seem to do anything else. That wasn't a full brake check. Mostly on highways, yes. Yours in 10 days. Hello, Ice. Hope you're prepared for it. Only makes military stuff now. Oh, interesting. Hello, Shub. Appreciate that. You need a tutorial when you get unbanned. 1 week later, you're banned. Why do you need a tutorial on how to not get banned? Just don't do the thing that got you banned then. Don't repeat that. Don't do the same thing again. That's one piece of advice. Fighter tanks, fighter jets, tanks, RPGs, damn. 159, we don't know. Hopefully soon. This happens every version. We don't have an exact date because why would we have one? It's being worked on. Maybe it's being pushed back a little bit because, you know, giving people time to explore this road for the last time. I don't know. Who knows? Should you just skip that one? They only damaged them. Didn't really damage anyone else. And then... good job. You can see the people there. If you re-excuse, you didn't see the person. Not sure what happened to that one. How do you not see people coming the other way? They are trying to go around, but they had the right distance to do that. This one didn't. You see, that one would have already made it. You could almost say, you know, almost they both had the same idea, just one of them caused an incident against the other one. What caused the crash in the first place? Oh. Blue one. Interesting. Should have stopped. He should have stopped indeed. Hello, Squishy. Eviction from Boom Day. I appreciate that. How you doing? It's this one. But... was their hitbox close enough to hit the fence, or did they go to the left to get away from the hitbox themselves? Because that's what caused that. Hit car hit thing, car hit woman, truck went whoop, like that. Yeah, the wheel goes to the left, but again, is it more of an intentional to the left or to get away from it? Because they went to the left and then briefly to the right. Is it just poorly timed? Because they said WTF. Where everything happens immediately. And then these two did the same thing. Overtaking from the other side of the traffic, just so happens the car hit the truck, not the truck hit the car. That makes sense. Going around this one, because this one caused an accident. Insane how quickly things happen, eh? This is why we need a 0.5 times speed. You could also say that those two cars to begin with shouldn't have done that overtake because there's oncoming traffic. But the traffic in this instance is from the perspective of the suspect, so they didn't just appear out of nowhere. They were there. This is a whole different thing. Yeah, the truck flew. I wondered why he was drifting on the field. You see how there's like 5,000 people at fault here? Interesting. A lot to go over there. No, I think the suspect in this case may not be, though that's still a bad idea to overtake blindly like that. It's the blue double that caused everything to begin with, you could say. Because while it might have been dangerous, those two other cars would have just done the overtake and then gone past them. Yeah, it was a little bit, you know. Because I'm assuming you were stuck here. There's just so much going on there. I do want to see what they say. Maybe the judge and lawyer. Well, I am being the judge. Oh, I am. And I've made my judgment. In this case, only that one. This one is bad, but it's like a few steps down the line from this one. Something like that. If I explain too much, my head will start hurting. So none of that audio will be heard in the report, obviously. Not anymore. No, it is, but I guess it depends on what it is. Because if you look at the rule that mentions 2.1, it has both durations. It's not like all of them are 6 months. So, it depends. Maybe it's a lucky spin the wheel, eh? 50-50. Multicolored. Oh, there's a lot of multicolored going on there. Ban the flying truck. Yeah, he didn't get permission. Yeah, from the tower. Should be Frankfurt to Prague. I didn't go and look at Frankfurt to Prague last time, and I've seen a lot of people suggesting it. A handful more are now suggesting it, but I don't know how many people are there. Could you imagine if the two were equally as busy? But I haven't said go there, so it would be too late for me to say go there now. I should have said go to both at the same time. All the latest ones. Not all of them, but some of them. Where was the collision in that, by the way? Unless... Quite a lot of ads. They are on a particular frequency. I don't know how much of a frequency there is. Does being a member take away the ads? I'd hope so. In the same way that being a sub does. Why is your trailer drifting like that? What is that? Is it broken? Is that why? Why is it like that? Cologne to Mannheim. There's so many of these default roads, hey? By the way, the one ending in 321, you wanted me to do that one. You mentioned it just after you'd reported it. We don't specifically go back to certain numbers. Even if it is a good report. It's very colourful, it is. Rostock. That one is nice, I've seen that. You go past a little beach scene, and... I think... And it's got some nice umbrellas and chairs and such there. Yeah, hello Oscar, Mikan. Zyra, welcome in. Sergeant, welcome in. It's done downgrading, good. Keep it downgraded until you need to update it again. Yeah, Meme, you're one. I can't go back to it now. Otherwise, why would I prioritize your one over all of the others that have been missed in the report? I remember the name. I do remember the name. When were you last here? How you doing? Of course. Yeah, you can turn around. Yeah. Somehow you did manage that. And then we just correct ourselves here. Some people would think that, this is fine, they didn't really cause much harm, and indeed, they didn't really cause much harm. But, hello folk, big fan. They didn't go back a hell of a long way, and they didn't cause a problem until... Luckily, all of them were turning off, so... the ping is high. That could be something on the server's end. Perhaps. But empty feels so good. It's nice because you have slightly less people. Yeah, it's not empty to the point where it's bad. This is, you know, this is wrong way, but it's not really, really terrible wrong way. Don't go the wrong way. Don't turn around if you miss your turn. Then again, they would have gone much further than that. I've seen people do that before. It's just, don't do it too much. If you miss your turn, that's your fault. I've missed a turn before and I haven't immediately turned around. Mainly because I've been live and that would have been very terrible to look at. I'd be clipped, shipped and, you know, cancelled immediately. Yeah, don't go the wrong way. They were lucky that all of the people were turning off to go towards the Alps Road there. If someone continued straight on, though they were using the emergency lane for that reason. Chariot that with a mass lower than 0. In the files, you can edit it, but the server will say no. I think. The server should say no. Because the value doesn't make sense. Why? 1 kilogram. How about you take some cut flowers or something that weighs like 3 tons? That's not much. Reading the rule book as your first day playing, yeah? First day playing TMP. Welcome, I understand that. The Aberdeen roads. But AI vehicles are a bit, you know, D's. Yeah, drive to the next junction, exactly. Or if on some highways you actually find a gap in the middle of the fence. So again, this kind of overtake in this instance wasn't bad. Dodgy doing it on a corner, but they managed to control it, so a little bit scary. Still maintained control. Yeah, most of CD don't do it. Most of the Alps Road don't do it because you'll never build up enough speed to be able to safely do it. Without there being an oncoming person. You know? Until 10th? Oh, that's not too far away though. London always gets ignored. People going over to the UK briefly do ignore it, but then they soon pick it up. Hopefully they pick it up. This is the Alps. You go to Innsbruck from here. But this is from the Klagenfurt direction. Innsbruck to Klagenfurt. Slow down with approaching the corner. Slow down, slow. Slow, good. Don't accelerate while taking the turn either. There are more people on this route at the moment, I think. If someone were to do a traffic check in Discord or something like that, you'd be able to see it. Like, it's quite laggy here, 120. Well, a lot of people. Frankfurt Road, we do need to check that out. 227, 226? Holy moly. Previous screenshots have shown that there have been far more on the Alps. Man, I'm sorry, but it's not working. It's not working. You've got like a low horsepower, the DAF XD, I think, and you've got a special transport trailer. You know? It's not working. Too heavy. It just didn't work. I understand that they might have made it work if they continued. Given that, you know, this is quite a strong hill. You need to have the momentum all the way from the bottom. If someone made them stop, gone. Just lost it all. What do you use? OBS. For these, I'm using OBS, and then I take that gameplay recording and then splice bits out of it. It's easier because I don't want to have stream and medal open, because then medal might crash. It may not record it properly. It's just, eh. I have a specific gameplay source being recorded, so my yapping won't be there. It's very helpful. 1 million repairing your trucks? Unfortunately, yes. You can do /fix only a certain number of times, but then it will turn into wear damage, which is proper damage. Imagine it was there, yeah. That one where I was explaining it's the blue double that was at fault, that video would be like 5 minutes long. Politely calling someone very silly. Or, you know, an impact happens and I'm thanking someone for a sub. Not even looking at the screen, being like, hey, appreciate that. Yeah. Twisty roads, indeed. 300 horsepower with a wind tower. Were you fairly slow, though? Did you manage to stop? Did you keep a consistent speed? Traveling really slowly is still blocking, though, to some degree. If people have no other way of going around you. Hello, Olu. Big fan. Mars, welcome in. We're now turning around. I don't see the stuff on the road, of course. Unfortunately. Yeah, okay. Dory, because you said that as well. After this report, let's go to Frankfurt and have a look at Frankfurt. That's the wrong way. Where are you going? Why'd you go out the wrong way, eh? What's up with you? What you doing? But the bad bit was this. How? You just went out the other side. Is there a gate leading you in or out? I have no idea. Same with this one, though. Though they pulled over and then immediately left it. This one decided to just sit there and fight it, which was not a good idea. Hello, Caleb. Big fan. Big fan. Big fan. Big fan. Welcome in. Since we started, only once or twice my game has it's open, but the menu stuff doesn't show up. So I have to Alt F4, which is a bit annoying. Oh, you were lucky there. You went through the red light, though. Fines. Is there a... Yeah, there is a gate. So I'm not so sure how they went out. Then they sat here. Frank. Let's have a look at Frank. Alternative roads from Cologne to Frankfurt. But there are probably a few. The Frankfurt to Prague in specific is the one that people like. Which is this one. But technically, I guess it's kind of this part, but it's also mainly this part, which is the main one that looks fairly familiar. So there's a few people there, but it's not busy, I'm afraid. All the people that want this to be the busy one, it just didn't pick up. It's very nice. I agree with you. It's very nice, but the people just decided not to go there. We only mentioned the Alps at the time, and they didn't go here. Milan Zurich? Nope, probably not. Not to anywhere close to the Alps. There might be maybe a couple people on it. Like, there's a couple people here, but this is not jammed in any way. So, too late, unfortunately. Yeah, I told people to go to the Alps. Yeah, I didn't mention go to this place, go to this place, go to... They may have, even if I did that, gone to the Alps because I would have said the Alps first. Construction road? No. Add as many obstacles to the road as possible. Make it difficult for them. Zurich. It goes north, doesn't it? Or south? I think it goes south, right? Zurich is here. You mean this one down here? To Milan? The one that I also showed off? The 13. This one. Which looks nicer than the Alps road to some degree. It's quite nice. It's very, very nice. But no one's here. Hello, Noble. That might make you dizzy, actually, if I fly around like that in a tunnel and there's nothing else to see. You've got a little secret road that follows part of it. One of them goes through a tunnel, one of them doesn't. No one here, though, unfortunately. No, that's not DLC. No. Switzerland and Austria have been revamped, but they're still in base map. They look like DLC maps. That's why they're so good now. They look really good. Steam account, legally carbon dated, NPCs. Fear your mighty horn. Is that... What in the AI is that? Come on, man. That sounds corny. Come on. No. Speaking of... Person with the triple. Oh, course they have triples, eh? Of course they do. 14,000, hey, that has to be updated now, hey? Whoever made that, you've got to update it. It's out of date. It's still technically true, like I do have over that amount, but...
Huh?
Taking over? That's not a Giga Chat moment, my friend. That's not a Giga Chat. Are we losing a noble to the AI slop? Is he going to start generating random stuff? Wasting water? You fool. We're okay so far. 3 million trailers, yep. The one time I skip. I think anyone could have seen that you might have hit them there. I think they would have noticed that, right? But you went full speed into that. Hello, Falco, big fan. Have I been to the yet? No. On the new version, no. On the original, yes. I've seen that there is a water bridge that goes over a normal road. The road goes underground. Is that what's what you mean? Hardly blame him. You can blame him a little bit. But yes, you can also blame the one that was on the side. This one is the oncoming player's fault, obviously. Obviously. But I want to see what this one does. Like... Okay, we've loaded the save here. For those moments, I have to, like, move to make sure that nothing, like, fully freezes. Ghost mode run out. Ghost mode, yeah, ghost mode run out. This person's not having a good day, eh? Not having a good day. And then... What, landed on this? Pushed? Well, that's unfortunate. That's just poorly timed ghost mode, isn't it? It's bad, but it's not, you know. Let's go back to your report. We should, yes. Too late for that, though. Too late for that as well. This one. This one. To Mannheim. Make your own route and then just use it. Make your own routes. Go on your own routes. Go and explore the map. That's what the map's there for. It's a big map. I swear, there was someone else in this report. Now that they don't appear, I have to load it again so they do appear. Here. And we're looking at this one. Who assesses the situation, sees that there's a gap here, I assume, and then just decides to go, ignoring the fact that other people can come down the road during that time. You know? Oh, and then they immediately alt forward because, oh, they noticed they didn't want to get caught for doing it, huh? But too bad, you are caught for doing it. Kind of a blind corner as well, but hey, you can see the dots. A single pixel. You know that Minecraft challenge where you spawn on one block? The one block challenge? Do that. Have a certain amount of just one generic ground texture. That's it. Everyone goes there. Build out from there. How about you do that? I think that'd be a good idea. New roads. This is the Alps Road. That appears to be the newest busy place. Yes. A lot of people are here. You can think of Skyblock. Skyblock has a handful of them. This one is genuinely you'll spawn on one block. There's also a variant of the challenge where every now and then, when you mine the block, something else pops out so you can get more items. Something like that. There's a few variations. Ooh, it's laggy. Ooh, it's stuttery. T-cab? I don't. I don't want a T-cab. See if they work in pairs. We've hit an hour. This will be the last one. 54. That's not much. Nice, cut that one off. Good job. Maybe they were your friend. Friend. It's too busy. No, there's no such thing as too busy. I mean, there is. For I'm so dead. And then people wanted to keep it forever. That wouldn't work. Give it a week and it will have even less people. Hello, Hamid. Appreciate it. How are you? How are you? Most of them will be in Calais. Most of them will be doing the jump. We can have a look again if there are any reports on it, but at some point. Why are you being so slow? You're waiting for someone to catch up behind you. There is a person coming. And then are you going to block their overtake? Bait them into an overtake and then block them from doing it. Give up on making it a server. Well, how would they make it work then? A section of the map? Or what?
Deploying flashbang.
Thank you, Ollie. The dots. There might have been a few people that bumped into each other.
Ow.
There might have been. Hiya, Noble. Hello, Jado. Big fan. Jado. Hope you're well. Josh, yeah, hold on. Don't do it at all? Oh, well, no. Have it maybe only for like 2 days. How about that? And if you miss it, too bad. Only 12 or 13 people around you? Are you at the Calais part? Yeah, this is definitely them going quite slow voluntarily, along with cutting off the other car there. Just like that. You're funny, you're funny. This might be one of the throwaway account peoples. Thing is, they have to be going considerably slow for it to be deemed fairly bad, because you can go at maybe 60 or 50 on this road and it's not too bad. Yeah, only bad people can go there? Yeah, exactly. Slowing down quite a bit, slowing down quite a bit. And then now we're speeding up. I'll put blocking in the middle part, because to some degree you are. You have no need to be going slower than you should, if that makes sense. They were going around about the road speed limit? But it's like slightly unnecessary, you know? It's a little bit unnecessary.